Good morning, 11th standard, and today we are going to discuss a new chapter, and that is hydrogen. ठीक है बेटा? So first of all, before starting this chapter, I just want to discuss with you that why there is need to read this chapter. हमें जरूरत क्या है इस hydrogen को करने की? So as all of you know, that it is a very important element present in the periodic table, and इसके ऊपर बहुत discussion हुआ था. Even if you know or remember that the hydrogen is the element which was a contradictory related to its position in Mendeleev periodic table also, कि इसकी position कहाँ रखी जाए, इसको ग्रुप 1 के एलिमेंट से ऊपर रखा जाए या इसको group 17 के elements के ऊपर रखा जाए, because it is showing a little bit resemblance with both group elements, and that's why also it is important to discuss. And neither it belongs to the group 1 element nor it belongs to the group 17th element, and that's why when we study the hydrogen, then we take it as a separate one, and we do not involve or include it in under the group 1 elements properties or preparations, and nor we include it under the group 17, or we can say the P block elements. तो ना तो ये S block elements के अंदर पढ़ा जाता है, ना ही P block के elements के अंदर इसको स्टडी किया जाता है. इवन हम इसको क्या करते हैं, एज ए सेपरेट चैप्टर के अंदर इसकी सारी प्रॉपर्टीज को डिस्कस करते हैं. ठीक है. सो हाइड्रोजन, as all of you know, its symbol is H, as it is it's appear here, and its atomic number is 1. Its electronic configuration is 1s1. It belongs to the S block, but it do not belongs to the first group. Fine. And if we are talking about its atomic weight, so it is 1.008, and it is sometime it is showing as a properties of acidic nature, sometime it is showing a properties of basic nature. So it depends upon the with which metal or non-metal it combines, and it shows acidic as well as the basic properties. Its crystal structure, if we are talking about, then it's hexagonal. It's a physical state at 20 degrees Celsius. It is near about it is in physical state, it is existing as a gaseous one, and in nature it is existing as a H2, that is known as a dihydrogen. Okay beta. Now and as all of us we know that it is a diatomic molecule, that is a H2 gas which is present in the atmosphere, and it can become a great source of energy also, and that's why it is very important that we should study in detail about the hydrogen. So let's start. First of all, we are going to today discuss about its position and its occurrence. Okay, so as well as its isotope. So position की अगर हम बात करते हैं, तो as I have already told you कि इसकी position Mendeleev के अंदर बहुत contradictory रही थी, but modern periodic table में it is the it comes in the middle of the periodic table. Yeah, in few books it is shown that it comes above the first group elements, in which there is a small gap in between hydrogen and the first group element, and in few books it is shown in middle of the periodic table above your D block elements. Okay, so hydrogen is to be considered as the first element, and its resemblance, as I have already discussed with you, that with both alkali as well as halogens, means group 17 and group 1 elements, and that's why its position is LMLS. Modern periodic table के अंदर इसको separately रखा गया है. Actually, how we can say that it resembles with alkali metal? The first one resemblance, it shows the electronic configuration of S block. ठीक है, तो इसका 1s configuration होता है, due to which it is similar to the alkali metals, कि हमें लगता है ये S block का ही member है. It even, like alkali metal, it can easily lose its one electron and forms H positive ion. It shows electropositive nature like alkali metals. It also showing +1 oxidation state usually, which is shown by the alkali metal. And because it can easily lose its electron, that's why we can say it is a good reducing agent, which usually the alkali metals are showing. अगर हम बात करते हैं इसकी हेलोजेंस रिजेम्बलेंस की, सो यस इट इज अ नॉन मेटल. इसको नॉन मेटल कहा जाता है. इंस्टेड ऑफ अ नॉन मेटल या इन स्पाइट ऑफ द नॉन मेटल, इट कम्स above the group 1 element. It is placed above the group 1 element. It is a diatomic like halogens जैसे कि Cl2, Br2, I2, F2 होता है. Similarly, it is also existing in the nature as a H2. Di हाइड्रोजन की तरह ये एग्जिस्ट करता है. लाइक हेलोजेंस, इट आल्सो easily gain one electron to form H negative ion. Hydride ion बना देता है बेटा. It is also showing a -1 oxidation state. It also participate to form a many covalent compounds like halogen halides, sorry, hydrogen halides. तो ये covalent bonding show करता है. Its ionization enthalpy is also somewhat resemble to the halogens. Now, what are the differences from alkali metals? So, अगर हम उनकी बात करते हैं, so ionization enthalpy of hydrogen, that is very high comparatively to the alkali metal, whereas alkali metal is showing a lowest one ionization enthalpy corresponding to their periodic, corresponding to their periods. ठीक है? Hydrogen is a non-metal. Unlike alkali metal, जबकि alkali elements are the purely metallic in nature. Hydrogen is diatomic, जबकि alkali metals जो होते हैं, all of like lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, all these are the monoatomic in nature or existing as a monoatomic in nature. ठीक है? Compounds जो hydrogen के होते हैं, they are usually the covalent, whereas alkali metals are forming a ionic compounds like NaCl, NaBr, your lithium fluoride, or your potassium chloride, potassium bromide, but HCl is showing a covalent nature. So HF is also showing a hydrogen bonding, but even though it is showing a covalent HBr, HI, all of these are the covalent compounds. So oxides of alkali metals, these are basic in nature, whereas hydrogen oxides are neutral. है ना? Hydrogen oxide means water. That is neutral. इसका pH 7 होता है. Neither it is acidic nor it is basic in nature. So hydrogen oxide जो होता है वो क्या होता है आपका neutral, जबकि alkali metals के जितने भी oxides होते हैं Na2O, K2O, Li2O, these are usually basic in nature. Okay, so these are the main different points from alkali metals. Okay, beta. All right, just one. Just 1 minute.
Good morning, Papaji.
Hello. So the different from halogens. So if we are talking about the halogens, so oxides of halogens, these are acidic in nature, whereas hydrogen oxide, as I have already told you, it is neutral in nature. Hydrogen ke paas, that is having, it is showing less tendency to take one electron, whereas all the halogens is having a more tendency comparatively to the hydrogen to form a halide ion, and whereas it is usually not forming or generally not forming a hydride ions. If we are talking about the occurrence of hydrogen, then dihydrogen beta is the most abundant element in the universe. 70% of total mass जो है universe के अंदर, उसमें क्या चीज present है? H2 gas present है या hydrogen है. It is the principal element in the solar atmosphere also, as all of you know. that जितने भी stars होते हैं उनके अंदर जो है the chemical reactions nuclear fusion होता है, और nuclear fusion में hydrogen is the main one component which is formed or which is formed as a product in the stars, and due to which it releases a huge amount of energy. Giant planets जैसे कि Jupiter और Saturn है, they are also consisting mainly of hydrogen gas. Because of its light nature, we can say it is comparatively it is less abundant in the Earth atmosphere with respect to the other planets or to the other जितने भी हमारे आपके स्टार्स हैं, meteors हैं, स्टार्स हैं, उनके कंपैरिजन में, ठीक है. So it is less abundant in the Earth atmosphere and it is only 0.15% by mass. Why it is very less abundant? Because it is lighter in nature और वो सारा का सारा एटमॉस्फेयर में बिल्कुल ऊपर चला जाता है, ठीक है. In the combined form, it is also present in the water. It occurs even in the plant and animal tissues. It is present in the carbohydrates, proteins, and many other hydrocarbons. Okay, beta? So, if we are, okay. Now, if we are talking about the isotopes of hydrogen, so hydrogen having the three isotopes, that is protium, deuterium, and tritium. Protium is 1H1. One is here, one is its what? It's a mass number. Deuterium is having a mass number 2. Tritium is having a mass number 3. And atomic number is the same. That is a 1 in all three cases. इसके अंदर isotopes में बेटा, as all of you must know, isotopes are the elements of the are the atoms of the same element which have same atomic number but different mass number. So जो mass number different करता है, as all of you know, mass number is the sum of atomic number, sum of number of protons and number of neutrons. ठीक है, तो number of protons will remain same in all the atoms of the elements, but number of neutrons that can be varied, and that's why these isotopes, protium, deuterium, and tritium, also differ from one another in respect of neutrons. तो हाइड्रोजन जिसे कि हम प्रोटियम भी कहते हैं, जो ऑर्डिनरी हाइड्रोजन होता है उसमें 0 न्यूट्रॉन्स होते हैं, ड्यूटेरियम में 1 न्यूट्रॉन होता है, एंड इट इज आल्सो नोन एज वी हाइड्रोजन. और जबकि ट्रिटियम के अंदर देयर इज द प्रेजेंस ऑफ 2 न्यूट्रॉन and 1 proton in each case. 1 proton is present in protium, deuterium, and tritium in nucleus. ठीक है बेटा, तो tritium 2 neutrons होता है. Tritium is the only one atom of the isotope of the hydrogen which is radioactive in nature, and it emits a low energy beta radiation. So ये highly radioactive होता है. Isotopes का electronic configuration same ही होता है, that is 1s1, and that's why all these isotopes, they are carrying the same chemical properties. ठीक है. एंड अगर हम बात करते हैं प्रोटियम की, तो सबसे ज्यादा प्रोटियम ही फाइंड आउट होता है, एंड इट इज प्रेजेंट एटलीस्ट 0.0156%, जबकि बाकी के ट्रिटियम की कॉन्सेंट्रेशन जो होती है दैट इज वेरी लेस, एंड इट इज अबाउट 1 atom per 10 raised to the power 18 atoms of protium. ठीक है. और अगर हम बात करते हैं ड्यूटेरियम की, so it is also present in the form of heavy hydrogen. So better today we have studied about your why there is need to study hydrogen separately, what is the how we can explain the position of hydrogen in modern periodic table, what are the resemblance of hydrogen with respect to alkali and metals and halogens, and what is the different nature shown by the hydrogen in your we can say with respect to the आपका क्या with respect to the alkali or hydrogen halogens, as well as we studied about the occurrence of hydrogen and isotopes of hydrogen. So just go through your NCERT book and read the topic again. Thank you.